Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got one more game against the Reds in this series before we welcome in the Padres back to our place. We have won both of the first two games against the Reds, did so yesterday in very dominant fashion. So I do imagine today will be a much closer game than yesterday. Reds with the same lineup in. Aaron Harang is going to be on the mound. I'm trying to think, this might, for all the games we played against the Reds, this might be the first time we've seen Harang this year. Well, maybe he's not usually starting, going by those numbers, maybe? I don't know. I don't know the details, but he's on the mound today, and here is Kester to start off the game. First pitch in there for a strike. Ground ball. Harang will field it himself, one away. Already off to a better start if you're the Reds. Here is Marvin. He will bat left-handed for now anyway. Looks at strike one. Pops this up towards third. Encarnacion makes the catch while standing on the line. Two away. Chief in the box. He starts off with strike one. That pitch a bit outside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Ground ball right to Ibar, gets it to first in time. 1-2-3 start to the ball game. The Reds will start off with Shao at the plate. Regular lineup in here for the Squirrels. Jonathan on the mound today. Here is Shao. Starts off with a palm ball for a strike. Another palm ball, gets a swing and a miss. Slider down and in. Called strike three. Fastball right down the middle. So here's Norris Hopper. Starts off with a fastball for a strike. Looks at another fastball for a strike. Hits this one up the middle and into center field for a base hit. One on with one out. Derek Lee at the plate. Hopper takes off and he's going to get in there safely. Say Jonathan and Tom, not a combination that gets stolen on often, but I suppose nobody's 100%. So Lee now has a 1-1 count and a runner in scoring position. He swings and misses at a bit of a wild fastball. Hits this one. It's going to hop over Jonathan's head and actually gets between Kester and Joey. So that will be an infield hit. Brings Adam Dunn to the plate with runners on the corners and one out. Thought they were at least going to get the out at first, but the middle infield couldn't come up with it. Dunn pops up in foul territory to Terry. So that's about the worst thing that could have happened if you're the Reds. Another out with no runners advancing. Edwin Encarnacion likely needs a hit to get a run in. He pops up right in front of the plate for the last out of the inning. So the Reds with a couple hits, but no runs. So we are scoreless as we go into the second, where Terry will lead things off.
Number 4, Terry, first baseman.
Terry hit home run number 9 last game. I'm sure he would love to go back home with a nice even number on the board. Swings at a slider in the dirt. That makes it a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One away, here is Frank.
Left fielder.
Starts off with the slurve, it's called for a strike. Swings and misses at another slurve. Hits this one right to Encarnacion. 2 away. So here is Tom. Base is empty, 2 outs. He looks at a strike. That slurve too low. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 6 up, 6 down so far for the Squirrels. We go to the bottom of the second with no score. Brandon Phillips is going to lead it off for Cincinnati. First pitch in there for a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Ground ball to Kester. He'll go to first with it. 1 away. Here is Eric Ibar. Average a little better than it was, but still under 200. He's got a 195 average at the moment. He's also got a 1-1 count at the moment. Fastball for a strike on the outer half. Ground ball to second. Kester tosses to first. 2 away. Here is David Ross. He'll start off with strike 1. Palm ball bounces in. Ross lets it go. High fastball. Ross does chase that one to make it 1-2. Palm ball gets another swing and a miss, and that will end the second inning. We are scoreless as we move into the third. The Squirrels will start off with Zach at the plate.
Number 31, Williams, right fielder.
Rang. I think that fastball sailed a bit on him. And that slider misses. Down and away. Maybe, I'm not actually sure exactly where, but 2-1 count now after that pitch. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. Slider down and away. It's a full count to open up this inning. And Zach puts a base hit up the middle for the first base runner today for the Squirrels. So here is Joey now, 1 on, 1 out. Well, it doesn't mean we're out of order yet. The double play, very much a possibility. Joey rolls this one through the right side of the infield, and that should get things out of order. Jonathan has not had a hit yet this year. As he looks at strike 1, he's got nobody out with 2 runners aboard, and there is his first hit of the year, dumped into center field. Throw goes home. Zach is going to beat, well, I'm not sure if he beat the throw there, but the throw was offline enough it didn't matter. So the Squirrels take the early 1-0 lead. Kester at the plate, 2 runners on, nobody out yet in this inning. Harang only managed 2 strikeouts the first time through the Squirrels' order. Kester puts this one into shallow right. Throw again comes home, again offline. And Joey's going to score the second run of the game. So that'll bring Jonathan to the plate. Squirrels now up 2-0 and still no outs in the inning, though Marvin currently down 0-2. He'll pop this one up foul. Ross should have that one, and he does. So now 2 on with 1 out. Chief at the plate. First pitch down by his feet. This one down and away. Ooh. Put that one dangerously over the plate, but Chief let it go, and then he swings and misses at the next pitch. Swings and misses at another fastball. That's the second out of the inning. Here is Terry, who I'm pretty confident struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Hits this one into deep left. It's not going to be out of here, but it does get over Adam Dunn's head and hit the wall. Scores one more run. I thought Kester might have scored on that, but leaves it at 3-0 at the moment. 2 runners in scoring position for Frank, who takes strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Popped up. Foul, makes a screen. That fastball outside. Frank lets it go. It's behind on that one, and that will end the inning. Squirrels score 3. Could have been worse very easily. And Harang is going to lead things off at the plate in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch to Harang, a palm ball for a strike. He hits this one right to Chief at third, first out of the inning. And here goes the second go-around of the Reds order. Jonathan also with 2 strikeouts first time through. I do believe Shao was one of those, though I'm not 100% certain of that. I didn't catch his little flag to tell me. He's going to swing and miss and strike out in this at-bat. 2 away, and here is Norris Hopper. Did get a base hit in his first at-bat. That fastball a bit inside. Popped up in the air, Joey going back, and he will make the grab. We move to the 4th inning. Squirrels now leading 3-0. Tom is going to lead it off. First pitch to Tom is bounced to first. Derek Lee will take it himself. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here is Zach. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Looks at strike three. 2 down. Here is Joey. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. He comes up with another base hit into center field, so he is 2 for 2 on the day. Jonathan finally has a real average, now hitting 83 after his first hit of the year. Swings and misses. Joey took off, and he is thrown out. I think for the 3rd out of the inning, right? Didn't Tom lead it off? Looks that way. So 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. The Reds are going to start off with Derek Lee. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Starts off this one with a fastball for a strike. I think that was supposed to be a palm ball that didn't do anything, but it at least was out of the zone, so Lee just let it go. Swings and misses at that pitch to make it 1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. So here's Adam Dunn. He fouled out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the palm ball. Down and away. Swings and misses on a fastball. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Here's Edwin Encarnacion. He popped out right in front of the plate to end the Reds scoring threat back in the... I guess that would have been the 1st inning or 2nd inning, whenever that was. Slow roller to second. Kester comes a long way over, but tosses it over to first for the last out of the inning. 3-0 Squirrels as we go to the 5th, and Jonathan will be back at the plate with a fresh count. Jonathan rolls this one over to Ibar for the first out of the inning. So here is Kester. He is 1 for 2 today. Ground out and a single. Looks at strike 1. puts this one into right field for a base hit. 1 on with 1 out. Marvin has fouled out in both at-bats today. He looks at a ball in the dirt. That's pitch up and away. There's a called strike on a changeup. Another called strike on a fastball. This one hooks just foul down the right field line. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, here is Chief. He is 0 for 2 so far. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Hits this one into left. Dunn should have it. Which he does, and that will bring us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Squirrels still ahead 3-0. And the Reds will start off with Brandon Phillips at the plate. Phillips has a curveball that stays outside. And watches a fastball inside, 2-0. There's a called strike on a fastball. This pitch up and in, that'll make it 3-1. Behind on a fastball to fill the count. Pop fly, Zach coming in. He's not going to make it, but it will land foul, so no harm there. Hit foul again, this one straight back. Still a full count to open up this bottom half of the 5th. And there's a swing and a miss to get the first out. So here's Eric Ibar, ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Another ground ball, this time to Joey. 2 away. David Ross struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Curveball gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. That will end the 5th inning. We go into the 6th. Squirrels leading 3-0, and they will start off with Terry in the box. Terry 1 for 2. He's struck out and doubled so far today. Hits this one hard but foul down the third baseline. Makes it an 0-2 count. That slider too low, and Terry able to lay off. Lays off of that slurve as well. 2-2 now. Terry hits this one a long way. That will be his 10th home run of the year. A 426-foot solo shot. And that will make the game 4-0. So here's Frank. Bases empty, nobody out. He hits a hard one, but right to shortstop. So 1 away. Here is Tom. He's pretty quickly got a 2-0 count. Now a 2-2 count. Called strike 3. 2 outs, bases empty. Zach 1 for 2 on the day. As he looks at a strike. Rang starting to wipe his brow. Zach with a 1-1 count. Ground ball to first. Lee will take it himself. So that gets us to the bottom of the 6th. Now a 4-0 Squirrels lead. Aaron Harang will probably be pinch hit for, honestly. And there is the timeout. Here's Touch Eye. We've seen a lot of him already coming off the bench this year.
76. Touch on.
We are looking to get one more inning here out of Jonathan as he starts off with a palm ball for a ball. Fastball called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So here is Shao. He struck out twice today. Jonathan currently sitting at 8 strikeouts. He could get to 10 on the day. He's got Shao down 0-2. Called strike 3 on a curveball. Can he strike out Norris Hopper? He has not done so yet today. Hopper with a single and a flyout. Looks at ball 1. Looks at ball 2. Neither of those pitches very close. There's a called strike. Another called strike. That one definitely a hittable pitch, but Hopper didn't jump on it. Hits this one. Kester makes the play, and Jonathan will have to be satisfied with 9 strikeouts. We go to the 7th. Squirrels leading 4-0. Joey is going to lead things off.
Your attention, please.
Johnny Cueto will take over on the mound. Touch-Eye comes out of the game.
Johnny Cueto.
Joey 2 for 2 so far. Hits this one to Encarnacion for the first out of the inning. We will go ahead and pinch hit here. I'm guessing Phil for the double switch. First pitch in there for a strike. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, here is Kester. He is 2 for 3 on the day. He will look at strike 1 on the inside corner. Called strike 2. Fouled away, still 0-2. Little bloop through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Well, came within a strike of my double switch working out. Marvin 0 for 3. A couple foul outs and a strikeout. He's going to pop this one foul. I thought Encarnacion was going to have that, actually. Instead, new life for Marvin. He takes a ball for 1-1. Hit up the middle. That will be a base hit. So that'll bring Chief to the plate. We've got runners on the corners with 2 outs. First pitch down and away. Ground ball to short. Throw goes to first, and that will end the inning. So it's stretch time. Squirrels leading 4-0. Derek Lee will lead off on the other side. Still carefully moving the microphone back here so it doesn't click off, but I think we're in a good spot now. All right, Jonathan, so we got Gonzalez coming into Chief's spot. I guess I would rather have Kester try to play third than Phil. So as it stands at the moment, the plan would be for Gonzalez to throw 2 innings. Though if the Reds can score in this inning, that plan will change. Gonzalez starts Derek Lee off with a changeup down at his feet. Throws a better changeup for a strike. Then a fastball, a touch outside. Lee hits this one to Kester, see if he's got the arm. Actually made that throw pretty well. So one away. Here is Adam Dunn. I have forgotten what he has done today. But he's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat. He will swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 down. Edwin Encarnacion is 0 for 2 today. Just not having a good year. Looks at strike 1. Watches that ball go by high. And a swing and a miss at a cutter. 1-2. Ground ball over Gonzalez's head. Joey will take care of it, and that will end the inning. We go into the 8th inning. Terry's going to lead it off for the Squirrels, who now lead 4-0. Terry 2 for 3 in order, a strikeout, a double, and a homer. Looks at strike 1. Hits another one into deep center. Shao, I think, is going to have this one. They were playing him deep as well. 1 away. Here is Frank. He is 0 for 3 so far. That changeup called a strike. That seemed like a pretty terrible call to me. Similar pitch, gets a swing and a miss. Since I guess you got to swing it at it now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Here is Tom. He is 0 for 3 and struck out a couple times. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Squirrels leading by 4. And Brandon Phillips at the plate. Phillips 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here is Ibar. He is struck out twice today, or ground out twice today, rather. Looks at strike 1. Looks at a ball. Hits this one through Gonzalez. Joey takes a weird route to the ball, and that's going to go down as an infield hit. So here's David Ross. He has struck out both times today. Looks at strike 1. Ground ball to Joey, who goes to second. Phil on to first, not in time. So runner on first for Cueto with 2 outs here late in the game. He'll take a ball. Takes another ball. Swing and a miss. Fouled away, 2-2, 2 outs. Runner on first, a ground ball to third. Kester on to first, and that will end the 8th inning. We move into the 9th. Squirrels leading 4-0. Zach is going to lead things off at the plate. Zach 1 for 3, got a base hit to open the game. Looks at a ball low. Another ball down and away. Another ball, it's 3-0. Called strike. I don't know just how legit that was. But he gets a called strike again. It's now a full count. Popped up. Foul. Back to the screen. Ground ball to third. Encarnacion to first. 1 away. Here is Joey. He is 2 for 3, I do believe. Looks at a strike. slow roller to third. Encarnacion gets the throw over there in time pretty comfortably, I do believe. This is a slow high hop, but Joey, not super speedy himself, is thrown out pretty comfortably. So that'll bring Phil to the plate for his second at-bat. He struck out in the first one. Watches that changeup bounce in. Down in the dirt again. 2-0. It throws him a strike there. Another called strike. It's going to make it 2-2 with 2 outs. Bases are empty. This one outside, we've got a full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, careful, almost pulled that cord all the way out. 4-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the ninth. The Reds are at the top of their lineup. Well, Zap's not grayed out. We'll try him. Okay, hold on. I messed myself up here. There we go. That's, I think, what we want. Sweeney will come in to play third. Kester over to short. More natural position for him, although he did the job over there at third. And we'll see if we can get Zap to wrap this thing up, even though he's had a lot of work lately. Again, Shao 0 for 3, all strikeouts. He looks at strike 1 here. Down and away. Hits this one into left field. Frank does not get there. He comes a step or two short. So that's a leadoff double. And that will bring in Norris Hopper. First pitch down and in. This one hit sharply outside of Sweeney's range. Throw goes to third. Puts runners on the corners with nobody out and Derek Lee at the plate. This could get very interesting very quickly, though he looks at a changeup for strike 1. Breaking ball, too low, probably inside as well. This one low, more of the plate, though possibly outside. Pop fly that's well placed by Derek Lee. That's going to get the Reds on the board. And I think we're going to have to go with Shibuya here. Is now a save situation. Zap was running on fumes anyhow. Shibuya, I do believe, still has 5 saves on the year. Though it might be 6 now. I feel like... Can't remember if we came back to him since we had a little bit of a meltdown a few games ago. Adam Dunn looks at strike 1. That changeup too low. Hits this one to Kester. Throw goes home. Runner retreats to third. No outs, but no runs scored either. Bases loaded for Edwin Encarnacion. He will look at strike 1. Into left field. Frank makes the catch. Runner tagging. Throw comes home, but it's not going to be in time. Now a 4-2 ball game. Reds still with 2 runners on after that sac fly. There are 2 outs. Well, we're going to get a pinch something. Pickles is going to come in to run for Adam Dunn. It is a big speed upgrade. Phillips takes a ball. Oh, I thought there were 2 outs. That's only the first out. Popped foul, but it'll make the screen. For the bricks, actually. Didn't even make the screen. 1-1. Into center field. Marvin has that one. Runner's not tagging. Oh, I think Pickles hurt himself sliding back into a first after a surprisingly good throw out of Marvin. And he is going to come out of the game. Jose Bautista will come in to run then. 4-2 Squirrels, 2 runners aboard with 2 outs. Eric Ibar takes ball 1, takes ball 2. Swings and misses on an off-speed pitch. Breaking ball also swung on and missed. Reds down to their last strike. And that pitch is too low. Full count, runners will be off. Looks at strike 3, and that is your ball game. It was a better showing by the Reds today, but still your final score, Indianapolis Squirrels 4, Cincinnati Reds 2. All right, take a look at the highlights. All right, Jonathan's going to be your player of the game. Pitched 6 scoreless innings and also drove in the first run of the game with his first hit on the year, so that's a very good choice. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, do what you want with that. We are going back home to face the Padres, so we will see you then.